Morning. It's sweater weather, finally. I woke up, I stepped outside, and I was like, nope, sweater. Need a sweater. So last week, all my videos were completely different. Monday, I did a voiceover, like how I normally do. Then Tuesday, I shook it up a little, and I did more short form content. I did a lot more split cuts with music playing over it. And then the third day, I did like Sam style, where I just brought my mic and talked through my workout and included almost all of my commentary into it. I like all three. I wish I could just do all three at the same time, but I definitely liked Tuesday's video in terms of editing the most. It was the most fun to edit. The only problem with that type of video is that it's really hard to find music that matches the vibe that I'm feeling and the vibe of the music I'm listening to, since everything's copyright on YouTube. That's the only thing I don't like about YouTube. TikTok, it doesn't matter, you can play whatever you want, but here you cannot. So I'm probably gonna be bouncing back and forth between those styles until I figure out which one is more my style. I'm still new to this. I know this is the third week, but I did not realize how long it takes to kind of get your own style and figure out what you like and stuff. A while, especially for me, because I'm super indecisive. So yeah, I worked out this weekend. So I skipped Thursday and Friday's workout. So that would be what? 11, 12, 13. So there's no day 14, there's no day 15, because I'm not gonna lie, the last day I did muscle ups, I kind of overexerted myself a little bit because I was so determined that I could do a purple banded muscle up, and we know how that went. Not well. So whatever, but I kept forcing it. I'm pretty sure there were a lot more attempts that I didn't get on camera, but pretty much the rest of the week, all my shoulders and kind of upper body was hurting, and I couldn't tell if it was a sore because you got a good workout sore at first, or sore you kind of overdid it and hurt yourself a little bit sore. And I think it was the second one. So Thursday and Friday. Thursday I was still sore from that, so that's why I didn't work out on Thursday. I meant to, but I was nah, my muscles definitely need a rest. And I was also sore from my push day, but that was a good sore. But this was up here, that part when you do that to get over the bar. I feel I hurt my shoulders doing that. So I was yeah, no, I'll just rest. And then Friday. I don't remember why I didn't work out on Friday. I just didn't. Don't look to me, for example, okay? If, let's say we fast forward a month or two, and I got all these skills, let's say I finally got the muscle up and I finally got the stalder, and someone's oh my gosh, I'm gonna go look at this girl's videos to mimic what she did. These videos, yes, are in part for that, but at the same time, it's also to show you that I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, clearly, if there's anything that you could see from these videos, especially from one to now, is this girl, no clue. Every day I come here and I'm I'm gonna do this, and then the next week I'm actually that didn't make any sense, I'm gonna change it instead and do something else now. And just, it's literally you want to know what my process is in all of this training? It's here's an idea, throw it to the wall, see what sticks. Did that work? Okay, cool. If it did, I'll do it again. If not, oh, okay, I'm not seeing any progress, let's change it. Or sometimes I do see progress one week and then not another week, and then I'm not patient enough to be oh, let me keep doing this to see if it's just something else, I'm just like, oh, nope, not working anymore. I'm going to change it again. Like, I have no rhyme or reason to anything I do. It's very, like, stupid. So there's no 14, no 15. There might be a 16. Then there's no 17. And then today would be 18. Wow, oh my gosh, I've been doing this for 18 days and I still don't have the muscle up. This is so aggravating. Why is it taking me so long? Okay, well, whatever. I was not planning on working out yesterday. I don't normally work out on Sundays. Sundays is like, the day of rest. But I was gonna meal prep because last week, as some of you may remember, or maybe not, probably, I don't know who is like recurring viewer here. But last week, I had a horrible workout because my diet was not the best. Since I want to start including like every day, right? The days I work out, the days I don't work out, just so you can like, quantify like, okay, this is how long it took her, but these are the amount of days that she actually worked on the skill versus like didn't, the amount of rest that she did. And I just want everything to be included because sometimes people are like, oh, this is what I did to get this, and they show you like their exercise routine and they don't show you like their diet or like how often they do that or blah 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 blah. And like, that is just as important as the exercise that you're doing, if not more, honestly, because you could do like a different kind of workout, but if you don't know like the regimen split, it's kind of like for nothing. So Sundays, my goal and my plan is to use that day as like a meal prep day. I know that sounds really simple, but that's like really hard for me to do for a couple reasons. I don't like cooking. I don't enjoy it. It's very annoying and time consuming for me. And I just feel like, why do I want to do this? I have so many other things I could be doing instead of cooking right now. And meal prepping for the week, like, that takes a long time. So since last week, I did not have a good workout because my diet was bad and I skipped a lot of meals. Well, not a lot, but I skipped probably more meals than I should because I have an issue with that. I don't know. I have a hard time eating enough. I was like, okay, let me just meal prep so that it takes the guesswork out of it. I just know exactly what I have to eat, blah, blah, blah. And then everything's good. Ideally, I've been getting good sleep now. Like, I fixed that. Last week I was trying harder to focus on eating, and then yesterday I was going to be like, okay, so since I'm not working out yesterday, I'll just like include a meal prep day. Didn't do it. I don't know why. I can't give you a good excuse. I mean, my excuse is that I was busy, but that's not a good excuse. So today we'll work on muscle ups. Expectations, setting them very low, okay? Because yes, I slept well. Yes, I ate enough, but I also feel like I didn't really train it that well last week, so I don't know. I'm not. Set our expectations low so we're not disappointed, right? So, I mean, it would be nice if I could do the purple band finally. It's been like 2 weeks. I'm actually going to be like really frustrated if I can't. But, I'm going to lower that expectation and be like, okay, let's just accept that we're not going to do the purple band. So that way, if we do it, we'll be pleasantly surprised. That's how that works. So today we'll work on muscle ups. Not sure how that's going to go. Tomorrow we'll work on stallers. Honestly, I was more excited for the muscle up at the start of this because I've wanted to do muscle up for so long. It was one of my New Year's resolutions to get a muscle up before the end of the year, and the end of the year is approaching and I still have not gotten that close to it. And I was like, okay, this is going to be the thing. I'm good. I was working on pull-ups like a while before I started recording these. And I got from 1 pull-up to like 10 pull-ups relatively quickly. So I was like, oh, okay, this is going to be a breeze. No, it has not been. But my stalder is actually making a lot more progress, a lot more quickly than I was expecting. So I'm not really like super excited for muscle up days anymore. I'm more excited for stalder days. I was actually gonna wake up and be like, you know what? Forget muscle ups. We're just gonna do stalders this week, like all week. But can't do that. So, and then Wednesday we do push day for Manas. I honestly, Mana's like on the back burner. I'm not that interested in that skill anymore, just because I'm not even remotely close to that one. And then Thursday, who knows? Technically should go back to muscle up, but I don't know if I'm gonna want to do that. And then Friday, I don't work, so then that's when it's kind of like, oh man, what do I work on? Okay, we'll see how this workout goes, I guess. Expectations low, okay? Remember that. Let's see if we made any progress, or if anyone who's watching these videos is like, this girl doesn't know what she's doing. She's literally not getting any stronger. I'll be like, yeah, no. I never promised that I did know what I was doing, so okay. All right. I'll see you at the gym. Goodbye. Okay. It's like the third week that I'm attempting to do a muscle up with this band. So let's see how that goes. So as you will see, I did not really make much progress with my muscle ups this week either. I did switch to the green band a little bit, but overall, I didn't do too many attempts before I realized that it's clearly my strength that's lacking here. I decided to test that by just doing straight pull-ups before fatiguing myself, and saw that I could do less pull-ups now than I could when I started training this. So there isn't really much to include here. I literally just spent 40 minutes doing pull-ups, switching from standalone pull-ups to banded pull-ups and supersetting them. And even though that seems boring and repetitive, and maybe I should have added more into it, when I realized that my pull strength is what was lacking, I decided that pull-ups were the best way to work on that, because that's pretty much the entire motion that I was lacking explosiveness with. I'm not really sure how many sets I did. I just did as many as I could until failure, for as many sets as I can do pretty much before I needed to start getting ready to go to work. And while I was really disappointed that this was like the second or third week that I haven't seen progress in my muscle ups, I was really encouraged this week for two reasons. One, after this workout, I feel like I was pinpointing the point of failure, which was overestimating my pull strength, and that was just insightful because now it made me realize that it wasn't that I was just too weak, it's just that I was focusing on the wrong thing. So that gave me some optimism on what to focus on. But the second thing that encouraged me a lot was last week, my muscle up video actually did very well compared to all my other videos. And I think it was because it was the first video I posted, kind of just posting candidly my frustration and my struggle with working on this skill, not making as much progress as quickly as I'd like to. I think a lot of people forget to post that part of their workout journey, which is kind of cool that I am doing this day by day progress thing, not only for myself, but for other people to see that you aren't always going to see the progress that you expect. And that's normal, and I think it's important to like normalize that. And not only that, I got a lot of really encouraging comments that genuinely, if you're watching this video, I thank you. Like, I sometimes do feel like kind of just, maybe this is silly, like working on this, or maybe it's silly to post every single day because it's taking so long to see progress, and I don't want my viewers to get bored of just seeing me fail and not do any better week to week from these videos. But the comments that you guys left were not only very encouraging, but they were also very helpful. Like, a lot of people were giving me tips on some workouts that could help me, different strategies that I could use, and I genuinely enjoy and love the feedback. Like, that is a big reason I am posting as well, because I do want people to chime in and tell me like, hey, you know, either you're doing a great job or, you know, you could do this better. Like constructive criticism is always welcome. So I hope you enjoyed watching me just do set after set of pull-ups. We can appreciate the back muscles coming in though. I definitely did not have this much definition beforehand, so if there's anything to take away from what I filmed is at least my back is getting a little sculpted from all these pull-ups. So yeah, again, I didn't really film much because I didn't really do much variety at the gym today, but I figured I would just include what I didn't say in my outro over my workout. So we can go to the car now. I figured out the problem, okay? It's my pull strength. I came in so confident about my pull strength. I was like, oh, I'm so strong. I can do 10 pull-ups. They say you only need 10 pull-ups to do a muscle up. So clearly my push strength must be the problem. And then I just completely deviated from my pull strength and never worked on it again. And then only worked on push strength. And then not only could I not do the purple band today, I tried to do just like 10 straight pull-ups, which I could do before I started training in this, like before I started doing day 1, day 2, day 3 thing. And I couldn't do 10 pull-ups. Well, I could, but like not great. I did like 7 clean ones, and then like the last few, I couldn't get my chin over the bar, and I could do 10 clean pull-ups before I started training this. So we're gonna pivot, and instead of doing push heavy days, we're gonna do pull all the time. Well, that's not true, because I still gotta do push for my stalder and stuff. But for muscle ups, we're gonna do pull only. Okay, that's our pivot. Also, just before I plug this in, this is the microphone, right? This is the receiver. You put it into your phone, and then this is the mic. So you know, this is the new mic it transfers over to. I didn't know that even when this is off, if this is plugged in, like the mic on your actual phone like goes away, because it's not, like, since this is off, it's just there's no mic that is registered or connected, like it replaces it completely. So I was in the middle of a set. I did, I don't know, maybe like 7 or 8 pull-ups, and some guy walks by. So there's like windows all around, and when I go, since there's no sun, like you can see the reflection pretty easily. So in the middle of my set, I see some guy walking, and then he stops, and then he's just looking at me. Like I could see it from the reflection, so I know he's behind me and he's staring at me, and I'm like, oh man, like now I feel pressure. I was like, okay, keep going. I was like, now you have to keep going even more because this guy's looking at you. So I don't know how many I did. But then he goes, when I finished my straight pull-ups and then I transferred to the resistance band, I had to like let go, put myself in the resistance band, and then keep going. And he goes, damn girl, you're strong as shit. And I like look back and, oh, thank you, like whatever, and I keep going. He's like, I've never seen a girl do pull-ups like that, blah blah blah. Mind you, I'm sure he was like gassing me up because I didn't even do like that many. I did like 7 or 8 maybe. But I kept going with the resistance band, and I was able, whatever. I was like, oh my gosh, how funny. Like, I got a compliment in the middle of my set. That'd be so cool to like include in my video. No, apparently not, because where did I put it? Apparently not, because even though I was not doing like a mic thing today, I still left this in, like not knowing that that's how it works. And I have no audio at all because this was plugged in the whole time I was recording. So I'm a little annoyed because now I have no proof, and like I know that there are people that I'll be like, oh, I got a compliment at the gym, and they'll be like, proof? And if I don't have proof, they'll be like, didn't happen. I'll be like, whatever, it happened, okay, give it to me. It literally made my day. I was not having like a great workout. Literally the one person that I've spoken to at this gym before walked by me, and he's like, why do you look so sad? And I was like,
because I'm not making any progress towards this goal. And on top of it, like, it's not even the fact that I'm not making progress towards it, but now I'm like filming it and documenting it. So I feel like in a way it adds more pressure, because it's like, it's not like I have like a ton of people following me and a ton of eyes on me, but at the same time it's like I'm filming every single day trying to show like, okay, I'm working towards this, like blah blah blah. And it's been 2 to 3 weeks, I think, and I have made no progress on this muscle up thing. I can do less pull-ups now than I did when I started this, and I've made next to no progress. So it's like, not only is it just like bad to myself, but it's also like, what the heck, like, what you're filming and you're putting in all this effort and like you've made no progress. So it's like, ugh. So I was like sad, or I was like visibly disappointed, and to the point that this guy was like, why do you look so sad? And I'm like, I'm just like not, having like the greatest workout today. I feel weak, blah blah blah. And then that guy gave me that compliment, and it like literally completely flipped my mood, as you can see. So yeah, okay, I'm gonna plug this in now.
So I have no idea how I'm going to edit this video, because that was really like, there was nothing to record. I did one workout. Can you believe it? Yeah, believe it. I mean, if you have made it to day 16, I think that's what today is, you should just know, like, my workouts make no sense. I very quickly realized into my workout, like at the start of it, I was like, oh, it's my pull strength. I've lost a lot of my pull strength. I can't do as many pull-ups as I used to, so we're gonna focus on that. And I literally did that the whole workout. I also took really long breaks, because I don't know why. When I work on my pull-ups, I literally feel like dying. When I work on like push-ups and dips and everything else, like I can push myself to exhaustion and I feel fine. Like I feel tired, obviously, but I feel fine. But for some reason, when I'm doing pull-ups, it is like a different kind of pain. I'm gonna be so serious. Like, it is painful. So I took really long breaks and everything, but yeah, I literally just did pull-ups until I couldn't do them anymore, and then switched to the band, and then tried to do explosive pull-ups with the band until I couldn't anymore. And that was my whole workout. I did that for like 45 minutes. So I don't know how much of that I'm going to include. This video might just be like my before the gym rant, and then my after the gym rant, and then like 5 seconds of my workout, because there's not much to include, honestly. I could have included the compliment I got, but this stupid thing made it seem like it didn't even happen. But it did happen, okay? It did. It made my day. So, yeah. I'm not like super late for work, by the way. It's daylight savings this weekend. I didn't even know that. But that's why it's so bright, so early. So, yeah. That was my workout today. Not super exciting, just pull-ups. Is there any takeaway that anything useful someone could get from this video? Let me think. Okay, I heard you should, once you get 10 to 15 pull-ups, you should be able to do a muscle up. As soon as I got 10, I started training for the muscle up, and well, we've seen how that's been going. Not super great. So I would venture to say, if you can do 10 to 15 explosive pull-ups, what's the difference? Okay, my pull-ups, they go like this. I stop here, like as soon as my chin gets over the bar, and I do them pretty slow. So I'll go like, like that, right? Have you seen those people who do pull-ups like, whoosh, like they just go up like super fast? I can't do that. I was trying to do that without the band. I can do it with the band, but I can't do it without a band. So if you can do 10 explosive pull-ups, 10 to 15, but I was impatient, so I tried to do it as soon as I got to 10 to 15 explosive pull-ups, then start working on your muscle up. I think that's better advice. I think that's what someone should have told me, because I was here being like, 10 pull-ups, got it, all right, let's go. And yeah, that hasn't been working. So that's my advice to you. I'd like want someone to actually take something beneficial from every one of these videos. So I try to like see a lesson that I've learned through this progress. Today wasn't very educational, I guess, in the sense that I was just like, I was working on my pull strength and I stopped and now I need to again, but whatever. So yeah, that's my advice. And if there's anything you take away from this, it's that. Okay? If you're working on your calisthenics stuff, muscle up stuff, anything stuff. Trial and error. Clearly that's all these videos are. It's just my trial and error on display for the public and entertainment of strangers. Okay, time for work. I hope you have a good day. I hope you have a good workout. If you haven't already, go work out today. And I will see you tomorrow. Okay, bye.